Hey Cabernites, this is Jono, and today I'll be jumping into yet another different game. I previously was playing Smash Bros, and I also had a video a while back for Binding of Isaac Rebirth. And I haven't really added many continued videos for those, so they weren't really like a series I was planning on doing. I just wanted to kind of like put out a video of a game I had happened to be playing at the time. But anyway, now I'm going to be switching over to Dungeon Defenders 2, which is a sequel to the original, obviously. First of all, I'm going to head into the options. I'm going to turn the volume a bit down. I have a feeling that it may be hard to hear me, so we're going to crank that down just a little bit. Hopefully it's easier to hear me now. We'll have to find out in the footage at the end. But anyway, yeah, this is a sequel to the game, so it'll have a similar style of gameplay. However, as you can see here, the heroes are all grown up. In the original, if you played it, you actually played as the children of these heroes, so now you're playing as their parents. As you can see, they're much taller. They look older. So yeah, but I head back into the options really quick. If those of you are curious to see what kind of options there are, here you go. Got all kinds of stuff here in gameplay, different checkboxes and such, a redeem code button for different promotional events, I'm assuming. All the controls can be found here. These can be fully customized. I'm not sure if there's any controller support at the moment. I haven't tested. However, more than likely you would probably prefer to play with mouse and keyboard anyway. There's some video options here, which there are a small amount of, but it's still more than I like to see than some ports. So, which this isn't a port, however. I'm just saying some PC ports can be pretty bad. Some PC games in general, really, I should just say. There's just not enough options sometimes these days. As you can see, these are grayed out, but that's only because I just have high selected. If I went to custom, I could actually choose and customize these ones. Audio, there's a few things there. Interface options, some stuff here as well if you want to hide different things. Anyway, let's head back. Just want to quickly show that. Now, when you go into hit play, just give it a second here. It's searching for a session, where the first thing, it'll throw you into this entry-level tavern. Now, if you played the first one, the tavern was kind of like a hub of sorts. Just there are different shops and just kind of the place to decide what you want to do and maybe test out a weapon or some of your defenses. Now I'm logging in here on this Squire that I've already been playing. I've played him just a little bit, so as you can see he's level 7 and has some stuff unlocked already. So how about we just take a stroll around the tavern. For this first video of this game, I will showcase some actual gameplay a bit later to the video, but just to start I just want to kind of give a tour of things just to get an idea. So, because I know a lot of you maybe have played the first one and you want to kind of see what's different about this one. And this won't be the most informative video about that kind of stuff because I'm pretty new to this myself, but we'll see what we can do. So here we have the hero manager, little machine here. This is where you'll switch between different heroes. I've only made one hero so far, but as you can see we have a hero deck, and I believe how this works is if you have multiple heroes, you can include up to 3 total heroes in your hero deck, and you can take these with you into matches. So that way it kind of prevents you from just like creating like 20 of the best possible heroes in tons of different ways. Like maybe you'll have a bunch of heroes that make very good defenses, and then you'll have a bunch of heroes that are really good offensively just for fighting monsters on their own. So that kind of prevents you from doing that, and you kind of have to make strategies. You won't be able to take in all 4 of the primary classes. Like I won't be able to take a Squire, Monk, Huntress, and Magician in with me. So you gotta make some decisions. Make your own little build, or deck as it's called in this. Then we have the Defender's Forge here, which is this was in the original game as well. This is just kind of where you can check your inventory, which as you can see you start off with 3 inventory bags. So you do have limited inventory space, however you can unlock more. And this is a free-to-play game, so at first you may be concerned, but as we can see here, you can actually buy them with in-game gold. So that is nice to see, although this is early access, so you never know. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if we may end up seeing in-game currency purchasable bags, but they have said it will only be for cosmetic items, I believe, so maybe that won't even happen. So let's see. So we can see down here, these are the items I have equipped. You can see these different armor pieces. I have a helmet, a chest, boots, gloves, and then this is a relic. And you can't actually, this armor does not actually show up in your character. I'm not 100% sure, but I think they might be planning on adding these so they will customize the appearance of your character. I cannot confirm that. Weapons, however, they do appear on your character, which so far I've seen a few different models and they do look pretty cool. I like the look of them. Let's see, and then this tab we have character. This kind of gives you an overview of all of the abilities and defenses your character will be able to use. And it even shows the ones you have not unlocked yet, so that's kind of cool just to get an idea of like exactly what you're getting yourself into by choosing this character. I have my stats over here. You can see just all of his different statistics, ability power, hero health, all this good stuff. And as you can see, there's a special stat list too, which is coming soon. So once again, this is a pre-alpha early access. In its current state, from what I've seen, it looks very nice. It's got a nice polished, like base level right now of a game, but there's definitely room for more content and other features to be added. And then over here we have the specs section, and this is, I haven't actually put any of these points in yet. I should probably do that. And these are just different passive effects which you can boost to kind of create your custom build of sorts. Like in the original game, you just, when you leveled up, you just put in points to basic stats. In this, it's a bit more interesting. So I would have to choose some of these. Chance on hit to return damage equal to a certain percent of hero damage. So yeah, we have... Some of these are hero-based, some of these are defense-based. What sounds good? I kind of like shiny spikes, a chance for enemies to get stunned when they hit the spike blockade. You can respect this stuff. Let me see if that's a free thing. Yeah, it's completely free, so there's no charge involved. I wonder if later on they'll decide to change that. Alright, so how about we put some points in there. Let me look at some of these other ones. I could put some points in that. This is a much lower percent per boost. So you can get the percent pretty high. I kind of like that. I can just keep stunning enemies and just keep shooting them. So I'm just going to put 6 points on that for now, just to try it out. It can't hurt. Here's my hero deck once again. Just take a look at that. Then we have collections, and this is a section where you can unlock new titles. Like, for example, I have unlocked the Defender Initiate title because I reached level 5, so I always set that right now. So now I'm Defender Initiate Jano, and there's only a few of these right now in the current state of the game. So we'll have to see if I can unlock these. I'm currently working towards this one. I have to complete 30 maps on normal. There's also the codexes section, and I'm not 100% on the purpose of this yet. It may just be for some extra lore and stuff like that. But basically these are just random drops in levels. I found this is the only page I got, but it just like dropped randomly while I was playing, and once you complete these, maybe something special will happen. I'm not sure, but you can read each page. Alright, so let's head out of that. So does that cover everything? Yep. So that covers the Defender's Forge. Other parts, we have the War Recruiter. You only see this guy in this position here when you're in the entry tavern. And this is how you just find groups. You can either create your own from a different level range or find another one in a different level range. And you'll see that a bit later. There'll be I think it's still the War Recruiter. His position will have changed to where he's behind this war table, and that's where I'll actually choose a level. So this is just kind of like a starting tavern. I won't actually jump into any levels directly from this tavern. We can have a little bit of exploration going on. There's a lot of emptiness in the tavern right now. These different areas might have something of interest in them later on, but right now it's just for looks. As you can see, it's definitely a prettier game. It still keeps a cartoony art style, but it's definitely a lot more detailed, a lot more flashy looking, I'd say. And the animations are definitely improved, and you can see some of the combat here. Animations and the feel of the combat is much smoother. It's still very simple. There's not going to be like crazy combos like where I'm like left clicking and right clicking and pressing other buttons in different combinations. It's still very simple, but it definitely feels a lot nicer than the last game. makes it a lot easier like dealing with multiple targets in different directions because I can easily slash this way and then quickly turn around in the other direction to do another slash. Alright, so next up we have this here. I actually haven't used this character yet, but it's where you upgrade items, which was a feature that was present in the previous game, except it works differently, it appears, in this. Instead of just putting your currency into a weapon to upgrade it, you look like you need materials of some kind. I'm not sure if I just sacrifice other weapons to put in these slots to help upgrade it, or if I have to find some other materials just yet, but yeah, I don't know. We'll have to figure that out as we go. And then right here is where skins will be purchased, or costumes as they're called, and we get a preview of two of them right there. That looks like one for the Huntress maybe, and then that looks like one for the Monk. But yeah, right now we cannot purchase those, and you actually, if you purchase early access, I believe we get access to 4 special embellishments, which I'm not sure if they're costumes or something else, as well as $30 of the store currency. So they'll have some money to spend once that's available. And we have the relic shop here, which every time you return to the tavern, I'm not sure. Oh yeah, it restocks every so often, so we'll have different items to buy here, as you can see. And these are even featured on these shelves, as you can see there. And right next door we have the weapon shop, which same type of deal, different weapons and armor, actually mostly armor. So the weapons shop is actually armor shop as well. There's not a separate place for that. And I don't think the weapons or armor is actually on display at this one. That would be it's not necessary, but I kind of like how it displays them. It would be cool if they displayed them here too. These weapons you see here laying on the counter these are not the weapons that are for sale, because as you can see, the only weapon that is for sale right now is this polearm, and I do not see that anywhere, nor do I see the armor pieces. Alright, then over here, I don't think there's anything over here at this point. There's a door here we can't get into, then we have a door down here which I don't think we can go into. Nope. And then we have these soldiers. It's like a neat little touch they have. If you try and attack them, they do block your attack. They don't actually try and kill you though, so don't have to worry about that. They have an NPC here called Stubborn Old Man. I'm not really sure what he's for, if we can do anything for him right now on Early Access, but we'll have to find that out. We have a couple ladies over here as well. Not sure who these characters are. Maybe we'll find out eventually. And I think the final NPC that I've located here is the Tavern Keep, which in the original game he was like the shopkeeper pretty much, but in this one he's used to report bugs, which I don't know if they intend to keep that way in the final game. I'm assuming that's just a feature they want to keep up until the official free-to-play launch, which won't be for quite some time. I believe they said that the game could stay in early access for up to a year, so there's still a lot of work ahead for the game. Even if it doesn't look like it needs a lot of work, I mean, they still have a lot of plans for it. They want to load it up with some content and get things really polished up, get all those bugs ironed out. Okay, there's no more NPCs to find, but there is the training dummy area, which was present in the original as well, except as you can see, there's a much larger bunch. We have some separated ones, as well as some that are bunched together, perhaps for AoE purposes. And it's here where you can test out your hero abilities. As you can see, that is one of the new Squire hero abilities. He sends out a sword beam. And then I also have two, which won't be easy to show here, but it's a taunt. And when you taunt them, it not only taunts enemies to attack you, but it also buffs you to have reduced damage. And you might deal more damage too, and maybe you're faster as well. I don't really know. And my 4 is a heal. However, I cannot really test that right now. And it's in its current state, even when you're like in a game, it's completely free of mana. And another thing I should point out while I'm mentioning these abilities is you can see there's a blue bar above that. Defense mana and hero ability mana is completely separate now, which is an awesome feature in my opinion, because I really hated how it was in the original, where it shared mana pool with the other one because I never wanted to use my hero abilities because I felt like it was a waste because it was always better to just save it to go towards your defenses to upgrade them and stuff. So that's definitely a big improvement for this one. So let's test out some defenses. One of the first defenses you'll get as a squire is the cannon, which has changed quite a bit from the original. This time around, instead of shooting out those like rolling cannonballs, it just fires a really quick shot, which some people may like, some may not like, but maybe it's for the best. And to upgrade these, simply press Q and then you can upgrade it. Right now I can only upgrade it to level 1 in my current level, but as you can see it did change in appearance. You can also sell these with Z. And the second thing you'll learn is the spike barrier, or spike blockade, which is a defense from the first game. You can upgrade that really quick. You can see how the appearance slightly changes and it gets larger. And then the other thing I have unlocked is the ballista, another returning defense object, which as you can see the appearance and animations have definitely improved in these defenses. Let's upgrade that. See the appearance change. Alright, I didn't show I can use your shield. This is just for blocking attacks, really simple, basic mechanic. Alright, I think I showed you pretty much everything there is to see in the tavern. I'm assuming this will be used for something at some point. I see like a key and a chest. My guess is that they're going to have possibly a crate system of sorts, like maybe you have a chance of getting a crate and then you could buy a key with real money, and these will probably, I would assume, would have cosmetic bonuses in them. Maybe you have a chance of getting a skin, or maybe you get like an EXP boost or armor dies, who knows, we'll see. So how about we talk to the war recruiter now? I've spent quite a bit of time talking about different stuff in the tavern, but that'll be the only time I do this. In future videos we'll probably just be getting straight to the point, to the gameplay. So I'm level 7, so I'm going to skip right to the level 5 to 10 lobby, and I'm just going to do a private game for now. In future videos I'll probably head online and check that out. So now this is going to send me into another tavern. It'll be my own individual tavern still. Up did it go? Up here we go. It's just taking a second to load. Alright, so now as you can see the lighting has changed in the tavern. And the music as well. And then everything is still the same though, like all the same objects are still here. Oh, I forgot to point this out. There's a hero manager at this spot as well, and it's just kind of just for convenience to be next to the training dummies. Alright, so now we have the war table, and as you can see the war recruiter guy is moved back there. I'm not sure if he's the same NPC actually. Anyway, now when you check the war table, as you can see we have some different levels to choose from here. We have the Gates of Dragonfall, Siphon Site D, and Greystone Plaza. I'm not sure how the difficulty differs between... Oh, I also have the Forgotten Ruins. I didn't notice that one down there. So I think I'm going to go to the Gates of Dragonfall. I'm assuming that's a good simple level to start with. I'm not sure if that's one I did already. I think it is. I did it on a lower level. So we're going to head into normal difficulty. As you can see, only normal and hard are available right now, and they are planning on adding another. So we're going to do normal, and we're going to go ahead and play. And if you've played Dungeon Defenders, it's a mostly familiar experience. There's going to be slight differences. As you can see in this level, I'm protecting the main core right here. And they make it very clear where all the enemies are coming from. You can see these little lines with that have a beam of light following down it, so you can see the direction they're going. You can also see the map in the top right. That'll help you discover different things. And these green crystals are chests that provide mana. Unlike the first game where they had chests split up all over the map, and you have to grab all of them every round, instead, each round, before each wave, you're allowed to grab one of these, so you pick one. And I'm still not sure if there's like some kind of bonus benefit to not grabbing them, like if you get extra loot at the end if you don't grab these chests. However, here we go. Let's grab that one, and as you can see, now these other ones are disabled. I'm wondering, maybe I haven't tried the online co-op. I'm guessing maybe each player is allowed to grab one of these, but I'm not sure, so we'll have to find that out later on. A unique aspect of this map before we start any waves and put up our defenses is we have a fire cart and an ice cart. This is a new feature that kind of makes maps a lot more interesting in this game. Is you can use this to like launch a bunch of fire onto enemies over there, and it has a cooldown, so you have to use it wisely. Ideally, wait till a bunch of enemies are in it, and possibly at a point where you're just kind of struggling. It can really save you. So we have an ice cart. This will freeze enemies in place. So let's start building some defenses, and I'm pretty new at this, so I may make some foolish choices and not realize it. So we're gonna, how about we need to get a barrier up here. How about we blockade this place off? That's how I'm gonna start. I just want to make sure I got walls to keep things out. And it's possible I might just be able to keep one in the middle, but I don't know. I'm going to make sure I really don't let anything through, since I'm on my own here. And sometimes on other levels you'll have other things to protect as well, so you may have to keep an eye out for those as well. But this is just it's about as simple as it gets, so. How about we defend up here? I want to keep it in a spot where I don't have to build more than 2 walls, ideally. Alright, so I got all my walls up. Now I can start. I can either do the cannon launchers. The cannons do more direct damage, but it's single target, I believe, and then the ballista is probably less damage, but it is piercing. So we'll probably want to do a mix. But we start with the ballista here. You have to keep range in mind too, because there are enemies that are ranged and they'll like throw stuff and you won't be able to reach them. So we put a ballista there. The ballista is probably good for spots that are straight. Alright, I can still put a cannon somewhere. I feel like the cannons would be, maybe they have an AoE effect on them, I don't really know. You could put stuff up here too, because enemies can't actually reach this unless they went ranged. I don't know. How about we put something up here? Make sure I cover all that area. Alright, I think we're good. How about let's just start? Go ahead. Whoops, I hit the wrong button, so you hit G to ready up. Now we're going to have all of our enemies rolling in here. I can quickly show off the ice cart, so you can see how that works. As you can see, they're all frozen. I can just run up and slash away at them, clean things up. And enemies, of course, will have chance to drop loot. But they also will drop the green crystals and the blue crystals. Which, of course, are the mana. As well as gold. As you can see, I just got 1 gold piece there. So you gotta be careful. As you can see, I just took a lot of damage there. However, healing is free in its current state, so it's just get out of the action and press 4 and you can heal up. And we have some loot dropping here, which I will check out at the conclusion of this wave. Yeah, these ranged guys are a bit annoying, because they can stay out of range of defenses sometimes and just blast away at them, so you really... I've noticed there seems to be a stronger focus on your hero attacks in this one. You have to get more involved as a hero, and not just sit back and let your defenses do all the work. As you can see, they're taking a lot of damage too. I gotta help these defenses out, so because we ideally do not want them to get destroyed. Alright, let's hop over here. Oh, so there we go. Oh yeah, so this chest restored then, so like, yeah, they all restore. So it must be that each player gets access to one of these chests, I'm assuming, each wave. Alright, so we have a sword here, which seems to not be better. It says item power plus 2, but I don't gain much from it. But I'll still go ahead and add it to my item box. If you don't add stuff to your item box, at the end of the game it'll just send it to a temporary inventory. In the previous game it would just automatically sell stuff, which was pretty convenient, but you may have accidentally missed an item you wanted, so in this one they've opted to just throw it in a temporary storage that you can check later on, and you can sell stuff in it or just put it in your item box, whatever you would like. Alright, so we'll just pick these up. And I'm going to go ahead and upgrade these ones that have taken some serious damage, since that will fully repair it. Alright, so we need some defenses around here. How about we put up another ballista? Alright, so I'm running short on my mana now. As you can see, this took some damage, and I'm not sure exactly why. It might be because it's too close to these, I'm not really sure, or it just got hit by some ranged attacks from those bomber goblins, which are kind of annoying. Alright, I have some mana, but we'll just go ahead, we'll start the next wave. Keep things going. Oh, there was one mana crystal there, I could have snagged that. How about we just go ahead and... This will probably be slower, so yeah, just like in the original, it takes some time to upgrade when you do that. Although it doesn't seem to be a cast time, it upgrades on its own, which is kind of cool. The previous one you'd have to stand there like waiting along with it. Oh, no, main core under attack. How did this happen? These little ranged guys. Maybe there was that dragon that was shooting at it. Did just a slight amount of damage to it. So I'm going to go ahead and make use of this. How about we heal really quick? I need to use the ice card as well. Alright, let's pop that. We'll run over the ice card. Clean those guys up. One way to keep an eye on your defenses to make sure they're not about to die is, I think on the mini-map, based on the color of those squares, like if they start getting red, more red towards yellow and then red, I think that means they're about to die maybe. Although this one's kind of low and I don't see that. That would be a feature I'd like to see added. Oh wait, here we go, that one's flashing, so yeah, it does warn you. So I'm gonna repair that, which actually isn't that helpful, I should just kill him. Alright, so let's get some defense mana once again. So yeah, definitely what I'm noticing is that defenses are a lot more fragile, and it may just be that I need to get more stats in my defenses, but they definitely are dying a lot faster than they would in Dungeon Defenders 1. I cannot upgrade you, so I gotta repair that one. I can upgrade you, however, as well as you. These I think are both upgraded, so I gotta repair them. A shield. I actually do not have a new shield yet. And this shield does actually change my appearance. Cool. Alright, I do not have you upgraded, so I'll upgrade you. That's upgraded. Repair that. We'll upgrade you. I'm wondering if I put cannons up here, Actually, no, I don't think they reach down there because it does not shine. It doesn't reach that bridge apparently. I could over here. I could set these cannons up. Yeah, it does not get down there. So how about we get some damage going before they head over that way. Weaken them up. Soften them up, I mean. And we could set one here that could blast everything that's waiting. Once again, I'm not sure if this is ideal placement. I'm just kind of figuring things out as I go. And I'll probably look up some strategies online. I'll like read up on the forums and such. I'm sure people have some good strategies on what you should be doing as different classes. So I'm out of mana now, so we're going to head into battle once again. To start off, we'll make use of our stuff. We'll freeze those guys, get some fire going out. Snag some loot as we're running. Not sure if these are upgrades, so I just throw them into my item box. This says it's an upgrade, but you know, sometimes things will be side grades and stuff that you won't really want. You'll have to check and see what kind of stats you'd like, so I'd just recommend checking it out later. So yeah, this shield here, or this barrier is taking some serious damage, so I'm going to help it out. See, that's a kamikaze guy, which ideally you want to take out with some ranged attacks. Maybe I can just get him before he blows up. Yeah, that works. So those you definitely want to kill with hero attacks before they get close to your defenses, because that's how they're going to end up getting killed. Let's see, is this refreshed? Although it won't help me much. Hey, get out of here. I just noticed I'm about to die, so I should probably get out of here and heal myself. Although he wants to take down my barrier, so I don't want that to happen. Alright, back to build phase. No, I cannot upgrade stuff, so we're pretty much just repairing. I notice you don't get much mana during combat phases compared to the original. Most of the mana just comes from the chest at the beginning. If I can upgrade this, I forgot that I added some cannons, so we'll go ahead and upgrade those. Not sure how much they were helping, but whatever. I still have room for more, too. I could see if I can just squeeze some cannons in here. We needed some help at this location as well, so how about we pop some cannons. Let's see, can we squeeze one in here? Yep. I do not have enough to upgrade, unfortunately. Is everything repaired? Let's see what this gear is like. We got a helmet here, which just lists as a side grade, so yeah, let's throw it in my item box. Let's head into battle. Oops, I keep pressing the button to hide the interface, which is H, which is right next to G. Oh no, okay, good, my towers got him before he got too close. So I always keep a close eye on the mini-map, so you can see where the enemies are coming from. So you know if you should probably run to an area to start helping clear guys out. So yeah, I'm almost dead here, so we're gonna get out of there, heal up. And I think Squire actually might be one of the only classes that is capable of healing like that. I'm not 100% sure though. I'll have to try out some of the other classes, which means that Squire is one of the only classes that is really designed to like run out into battle and fight. As you can see, he still gets torn up pretty quick, even though he is capable of that, which is probably why I need to make use of my shield more. I haven't been. Which doesn't fully block attacks, as you can see. You still get hit pretty hard, even when you have it out. That's why you need to get some better shields, better gear. Possibly get some talents that would boost that. So I'm gonna try and freeze this group here. Oh, we still... Oh, I left a frozen goblin there. Alright, so let's go around and repair things up. Get some more defenses up, because we have room. And we don't need to do much repairs over here. However, we still do have more room for defenses. So how about we just... I think I used to have a cannon over here. I think these guys actually destroyed it. How about we just move another one over here? Oh, this actually reaches down there. I could position it in such a weird way that it could... Let's try that. Out of curiosity, let's see if it hits. Alright, let's start. So yeah, these maps definitely do leave open more possibilities for more strategic positioning of defenses, it seems. Because of these like elevated areas you can set stuff upon to hit lower areas. We have flying guys in here now, so that's going to be a bit annoying. Yeah, they're going to be flying in, so I got to make sure I'm staying here to protect that. So this is where ballistas are needed, of course. Sure, a bit annoying to take out as a Squire. However, you do have your sword beam, which you can aim up and attack with. It does have a cooldown though, however, maybe there's ways to lower that cooldown. Oh, I'm almost dead. Let's get out of here. Ah. This is our last wave too, so you don't have to worry too much if stuff starts going down. Alright, leveled up. So now I think I just unlocked the ability to upgrade stuff to the 3rd level. Yep, there we go. So at the conclusion of a map, one of the new things is that you get a loot chest. Well, normally you would get loot chests at the end of each wave, but in this one, loot chests only come at the end, and it's like you get a random thing here. As you can see, the colors are forming, and I got a green, which I think is the lowest. And that means you'll get green quality loot along with some gold. So there's all my gold, and you get a whole bunch. And I also got a green chest here, which is definitely an upgrade, so I'm just going to go ahead and hit equip on that right now. We can, before the map ends, we can run around and grab our other loot too. And we got one of those journal entries I was talking about earlier. And this is, it says it's an item power upgrade, but you have to look at the stats too. As you can see, I lose a lot of other stuff there, so it's hard to say, is this better? So I'm just going to throw it in my item box. We'll think about that later. And I have a couple of things over here. This is equipment I do not need. I cannot, this is for level 9, I can't even use that yet. And then we have a helmet here, which I lose hero physical resist, however I gain 6 ability power and magic resist as well. But I also I do not have what I have on my other one, which is the enemies killed by heroes drop more gold. Unless, is that the one I'm looking at? I don't know, we'll throw that in the item box too. We'll look at those in a bit. So yeah, I think that concludes this. I think I got all my loot. Yep, there's some gold down here. Let's grab all that. I'm not sure if there's a way to make the map bigger. Oh, I'm dropping my mana apparently. Well, that's not a big deal, we're over. Alright, so let's return to hub. Oh yeah, but at the end of this it gives you some statistics. As you can see here, you can see the greatest finds you had. As you can see, I have a couple different chest pieces here. These are the exact same one, it just showed it twice for some reason, unless I actually did find 2. So that was the new helmet I found then, so you get more gold with these. So before we conclude this video now, how about we head into the Defender's Forge. I can go into the inventory. Now if I didn't pick anything up, like I said, there would be an extra bag slot here with like a clock or something on it, and it would basically, I think it lasts for a day or 2, items will sit in there, and then they'll just be probably automatically sell, I would assume, and go into your gold pool. But we're going to go through my bag here, which I filled up quite a bit. As you can see, there is limited inventory space. So let's get up into our first bag, and we'll go through, and if you go in sell mode, you can choose items you don't want. Like for example, we have the Guardians, let me see, what do I have equipped right now? Guardian's Powerful Sword. So the Guardian's Sturdy Sword, I lose stats, so we're definitely not going to use that. We lose stats with this too. We lose quite a bit of stats. You can see that thumb, that side thumb, that kind of means it's a side grade, meaning it might be better. However, it just depends on the stats you want. So you gotta take a look at it. It's another side grade here, but you lose a lot of stats. Stuff that's for other classes, I'm just gonna go ahead and get rid of those. I'll have my own loot hunting time when I play those classes. For this, I lose a lot of stuff, but gain a few things. I'm just gonna go ahead and sell that. I like direct upgrades. Like this is considered a direct upgrade. However, as you can see, I do lose quite a bit. I mean, I gain a lot of defense health, but I lose defense speed and defense power. However, the other thing that this comes with is a bonus effect, 30% chance on hit for the ballista to deal 1.5% extra magical damage, which is pretty good. Pretty neat little effect. And it's upgradable as well, so I don't think I'm going to sell that. This is a side grade. I'm just going to go ahead and sell that. This is considered a direct upgrade. It does have extra bonuses, so I'm going to have to consider that along with it, because I can only equip one of these. Alright, so we'll sell that. We'll sell that. We'll sell that. That's a downgrade. You can see the thumbs down, another one there. This is considered an upgrade. So, and it's a lot of the reasons one of the reasons it'll often consider something an upgrade. Usually we'll go ahead and confirm and sell those to clean up our bags. I'm not sure if there's a way to sort the inventory. That would be nice, just to like automatically put everything up here in a nice clean manner. So this, I'm going to say we're definitely going to equip, not just for the stats, but for that bonus gold. So we'll put that on. We'll go ahead and sell our old helmet. Then we have these boots, which I have to decide on. Like, one of the reasons this is considered an upgrade is because it can be upgraded 4 times. And how about we just go ahead and put those on? Actually, I'm going to test something with these. I'm going to save that pair of boots for the upgrade thing because I want to check something. And we have 2 different totems here. And this one I gain a little bit less defense health, and I lose more defense power. I gain a little bit of defense speed. They both can be upgraded 4 times. Let's see how this compares. It's considered a side grade to it. Do they both have the same effect? 1 point. This one has a slightly higher chance for that proc to happen, so how about we just go with that? I'm going to go over to the upgrade center too really quick, because I'm curious to see if this is how this works. My guess was that, like for example, if I want to upgrade this, can I put these in? Oh yeah, it does count. It doesn't have to be a certain type of item, so I can just put both of these in because I don't want them anymore. As you can see, this will cost me a little bit of gold. Success. Let me get a little animation here, as we can see. It's spinning around, which I can skip this, but I'm going to go ahead and watch it. I haven't seen it happen before. Alright, so I apparently upgraded it. So yeah, now I have 1 point here where I can either upgrade the health or defense power. I'm going to go ahead and do health just because of how durable they seem to be. And as you see, I gained a couple health there. So yeah, that's the upgrade system. I can also do that with my boots if I wanted. This is considered a downgrade, but I'm actually kind of surprised because there's a lot of cool stuff on these boots, so I don't know if I actually want to get rid of these. So how about we back out. One of the annoying things that's kind of annoying for me is the fact that I don't seem to be able to access my character screen unless I'm at a Defender's Forge. So in order to switch my boots, that's where I have to go. Just a minor annoyance. And let's see. Another feature I forgot to point out is the new way of pinging. You can drop these banners, kind of like in Diablo 3 if you've ever played that. And you can choose which command you want to announce. Like maybe you want to build something. Like if I want someone to build a trap there, I can do that. Trap requested here. Alright, so let's see if these boots can be upgraded a level through that. Yes, they can. So let's go ahead and do that. This time we'll go ahead and skip that animation. Another slight annoyance is the fact that I can't actually, it doesn't automatically go back to the boots actually in the slot to put my point in. So if I want to put a point in hero damage, I have to drag it back in, which is kind of annoying, but once again, not a big deal. Anyway, that'll cover my first video, I think, for this game. In future videos, as I said, I'll probably jump right to gameplay. I'll get right into a match, but I want to try out the other classes, so I'll probably, maybe next, I think I want to try the Magician next. So for the next video, you'll probably see me trying out the Magician, and it will be a freshly leveled up Magician too, probably. So you won't necessarily get to see everything the class has to offer, as just like I did with this video. Even at this level, I still can't show everything this class has to offer because I am missing one of the defenses as well as one of the abilities. So I'll show what I can in the next video, but we'll have to see. Anyway, thanks for watching Cavern Knights, and I'll see you next time.